Hi everybody, it's Robert Klein here. So what we're going to discuss now is how much money do you actually need to buy your first property?
So I'm going to assume that we're going to buy a property for $250,000 and we're going to put 5% down. That was an interesting percentage sign. Okay, so for the down payment, we know 5% of $250,000 is going to be $12,500. Okay. The legal fees, because obviously a lawyer's closing the mortgage, will be about $1,000. If you're buying it through a company, expect to spend $1,500 to $1,800. On your taxes, now, depending on when you purchase the property, if you buy after June 1st, the actual seller has already paid the taxes for the entire year, so you have to pay him that. You basically have to pay him back that he's already prepaid. So that could be another $1,000 for a $250,000 property. On top of that, let's say you bought in the middle of the month, let's say June 15th, and he's already prepaid strata for the entire month of June. So therefore you have to pay him back 15 days worth of strata fees. So maybe the strata was $300, you'd have to pay half of that or $150 back. Then you pay things like title insurance, and now you're maybe a couple $100, and now your down payment is not $12,500, it's actually $14,800, or 6 to 7%. Let's go lower it down a little bit. This is if you were a first-time home buyer. Now there are some limitations. I'm not going to go into the specific details, but after this, if you are not a first-time home buyer, you actually have to pay property tax, and it's different for property transfer tax. It's different for each province, but in British Columbia, on a $250,000, that would be an extra $3,000. So this person would then have to come up with a total of $17,800, or 8 to 9% for the down. So this is actually pretty important to understand and know. A lot of people, when they purchase a property, think, oh, I only have to come up with 5% down, but they don't realize all these extra expenses actually do add up dramatically. So it's good to get a really good idea what you actually need to do to actually purchase a property.
So knowing exactly how much money you're going to have to come up with for your entire down payment is vitally important. Have your mortgage broker or realtor go through those numbers with you before. You do not want to be going into the lawyer's office with any surprises.